This training video is about the work of a custodian. For many people, the public face of English heritage.
We'll be looking at site presentation, visitor reception, and some of the ways to promote English heritage, subjects covered in detail in your site manual. But first, a look at the organisation itself. English Heritage is a government body caring for more than 400 important historic monuments and buildings. It looks after sites which begin in prehistory, take in Stonehenge and range through Roman and medieval onwards to include castles, country houses and monuments of the Industrial Revolution. Above all, English Heritage is dedicated to conserving them so that future generations can enjoy and understand the history of our past.
Over the next 20 minutes or so, you'll see custodians dealing with the sort of situations which might happen on any day.
Not forgetting those moments when things don't quite go according to plan and the unpredictable takes over.
Now, so that you can see things from different points of view, later we'll be taking part in a series of short sketches. There'll be 2 versions of each incident. You can stop the tape between them and talk about other ways of handling the same situation.
But we begin with Section 1, Site Presentation.
Custodians play an essential role in maintaining the standards of presentation for English heritage. Clean and well looked after properties encourage visitors to respect what they see. Most of the tasks are routine housekeeping with a straightforward checklist set out in your site manual.
Picking up litter, clearing paths, cleaning toilets and seeing through all the other duties in the checklist may, from time to time, seem tedious. But they are important, and no one need be obsessive about cleaning.
Better to do things regularly so that they don't become a chore and just slip into being part of the daily routine.
Of course, it's just as important to keep pace with the appearance of inside areas. But looking after a shop brings other responsibilities.
What attracts visitors into a shop is colourful, clean presentation. So check that what's on offer is clearly and tidily displayed. Give a polish to glass and wood shelving. Try to draw customers' attention to what's on sale.
Make sure everything's properly marked, labelled with price and description. And don't forget to check that all the bulbs in the lighting displays are working.
Section 2, Visitor Reception. So the site's ready and the visitors start arriving. What happens next can colour their whole experience. Most visitors want a welcome that's friendly but not overpowering. Greet them as soon as they arrive. Make them feel at ease. Listen to what they say and do things smoothly, without fuss.
If you're positive and attentive, that's how people will respond back. But if you couldn't care less, visitors will quickly get the message of indifference. Hello? Is this the ticket office?
Yeah, you're a bit previous, ain't you?
Oh, well, yes, but I have my family in the car and I'd like some tickets.
Hang on a minute. Just tidy me lunch away. They're always telling us keep things tidy. Put it away.
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm sure they are. It's just I have my mother and children in the car.
Right. Yeah, the old paper, in case I get bored later.
Right, yes.
Now then, what was it you wanted?
Some tickets, please,
Oh,
for...
look at that. Yeah, little sweetie wrapper down there. Would you mind picking that up for me, please? Tidy ship's a happy ship, eh?
Yeah.
Now, what was it you wanted?
Excuse me, is this the ticket office?
Yes, it is. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Sorry about this. Right, what can I do for you?
Well, I have my family in the car and I'd like 4 tickets, please.
Any children?
Oh, yes, I have 2 children and my mother, she's a pensioner.
All right, 1 senior citizen, 2 children, 1 adult.
Lovely, thank you.
But it's not just what you say that counts. Body language has just as loud a voice. Folding your arms, avoiding eye contact, and leaning against the local masonry says, I can't be bothered. Visitors stay away.
With hands behind or just in front of you, your body language switches from closed to open. Making eye contact and smiling indicates you're ready to help. may I help you, sir?
2 tickets, please.
John! Don't let them do that. It's not on. I'm sorry, how may I help you, sir?
2 tickets, please, for me and the missus.
All right, 2 children, 2 adults.
No, just 2 adults. It's just me and the missus.
2 tickets. It's £3 each, please, sir.
Is that just for the Abbey, is it?
This is a scheduled ancient monument, sir. The money you spend will go towards the upkeep of the very fabric of our building. Thank you.
Where do I go?
Follow the sign, sir. Good morning.
Morning.
Can I help you?
Yeah, I'd like a couple of tickets, please, for me and the missus.
Certainly. Any concessions with those? Any senior citizens?
No, just the 2 of us.
Right. There we are, sir.
Thanks.
Would you like one of our guidebooks? It's got a map in it. It'll show you around the site, and it's a good souvenir to take home.
How much is that, then?
£2.50.
How much altogether?
£8.50 altogether.
Right, fine.
Thank you. Here's your change.
Thanks.
Now, if you go through the gateway, follow the signs. It'll bring you to the beginning of the tour.
Thanks very much.
All right.
Cheers.
Try asking and answering questions about the site and what's around. Handle it carefully and you won't intrude on people's privacy. They'll actually feel more welcome.
Thanks.
So, how old is the castle, then?
It's medieval. Built and rebuilt over a couple of 100 years. Lots of alterations. Yeah, it's old.
Oh, I could say that. Have you got any toilets on site?
Yes, we have.
Where are they?
Inside the Barbican. Bastard kids. Oi, you! Off that wall!
So, how old is the castle, then?
It's Norman. It was originally built in the 12th century. See, the central part of the castle, that's the keep.
Yeah.
That's Norman. And then it was extended over the next 300 years or so and improved right up until Elizabethan times.
All right.
There's a guided tour if you want more information. It starts in the keep about 20 minutes from now.
Oh, great. Yeah, thanks. Where are the toilets?
They're over there in the Barbican. Yeah, that's the extension of the gatehouse.
Yeah.
Right? You go diagonally across there,
Yeah.
and it's round the back. The signposts.
Okay. Thanks very much.
You're welcome. Excuse me, lads. Come on, off that wall, please. We don't want anybody falling now, right? Thank you.
Section 3. Different sorts of visitors. Give advice and answers openly and directly.
Looking for the toilets, which I thought were over there.
Oh, it's either way. They're in the park. In the park.
So we're both right then.
Yeah.
And maybe add a bit more.
If you want a cup of tea at the end of it, it's through that door.
But of course, nothing should be taken for granted. Different visitors have different needs.
Some visitors will have special needs. See what you can do to help with access, but remember that most people like their independence.
In the summer months, education projects and school groups will bring you hundreds of young visitors to demand your attention. Busy and boisterous they may be, but their interest in English heritage sites is our history's future.
And as people travel more easily from their homes, many groups will come from overseas, bringing with them their own special needs. Language skills may vary, and some visitors may not speak perfect English, but they still need help and advice. So listen, be patient, and don't overwhelm them with information.
Bye-bye.
Excuse me. You work here?
Yes, I work for English Heritage.
Where eat?
Where are they eating?
Eat, yeah.
Well, the monks in this monastery used to eat in a refectory situated at the rear of the grounds. They had 3 very plain meals a day, starting at around 7 in the morning, finishing at around 5 in the evening. They grew their own vegetables and cultivated the soil around. Is that what you wanted to know?
Coffee?
No, they didn't have coffee. Oh, coffee? Coffee in the cafe?
Cafe,
You
yeah.
want to eat?
Cafe.
Oh, right,
yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Well, what you want to do is you want to go over the grounds that way, behind the back. You're not going to understand this, are you? I tell you what, I'll take you to John. John will sort you out. He's been to Germany, knows a few words. All right, he's just over there. If you'd like... John! John, got a foreign visitor for you. Okay, off you go to John.
Vielen Dank.
Oh, thank you very much.
Yeah.
That's lovely.
Excuse me.
Hello, sir. Can I help you?
You work here?
Yes, yes, I do.
Where eat?
Eat. For yourself, you'd like to eat?
I eat.
Maybe tea, coffee?
Coffee?
Something to eat? Right, we have a restaurant on site, sir. Cafe.
Cafe?
You'd like a coffee and something to eat in the cafe. I'll show you, sir.
But what do you do when shadows lengthen and the final burst of afternoon sunshine brings a batch of visitors near to closing time?
Is this where I get the ticket for the castle?
Yes, madam.
That's lovely. Can I have one, please?
One adult?
Yeah, that's right.
£3.
Smash in. Are there any guided tours?
Tours are always on the hour, every hour.
That's lovely. Through there, then.
Through the arch, down the path, follow the sign.
Right, that's smashing. Thanks very much.
Enjoy your visit. You should have the site pretty much to yourself. Site closing in half an hour. Half an hour, please, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, yeah.
Hello.
Is this where I get a ticket for the castle?
It is.
Oh, lovely.
We are closing in half an hour. It does take about an hour to see properly.
Oh, it doesn't matter. I've only got half an hour myself, so I'll still take a ticket, please.
Fine.
How much is it?
Are you a member of English Heritage?
Oh, no, I'm not.
Oh, then it would be free, but it's £3.50 for an adult.
Oh, okay, no, I'll still have one.
Would you like a guidebook?
Oh, yes, please. How much is that altogether?
£5 altogether.
Oh, brilliant.
I'll put a leaflet in for English Heritage membership.
Oh, great.
If you decide to join on your way out, we can refund your entrance money.
Oh, that's brilliant. Right, well, it's down there.
Yes, through the archway, down the path,
Yeah.
follow the signs.
Okay, thanks a lot.
Enjoy your visit. Section 4. Telephone inquiries. Customer services in London are ready for people's calls.
Customer service, Gladys speaking.
They'll give people information on any English Heritage site.
Yes, they can.
So this is the way most inquiries are handled.
Okay, thank you.
Inevitably, some visitors will telephone sites directly, so the response they get is crucial. Being friendly and informative on the phone is just as important as dealing with people face to face. Your site manual gives plenty of advice about how to handle calls, even when you're busy.
Section 5, explaining the site. There's no set way to interpret and explain your site to visitors, but one of the best is to start a conversation with just a little information and take it from there. For a visitor curious about the history of this and the origins of that, looking around a site is much more rewarding if the custodian is on hand to give a word or two of extra information.
And you don't need to be a history mastermind to find bits and pieces of detail which people like to hear.
Some English heritage sites have personal stereo tours. Keep them clean and working properly. Explain how they operate. You can't assume everybody's familiar with them. And don't forget to rewind the cassettes when your visitors return them.
Comfortable? Before you go down.
Section 6, dealing with awkward situations.
Do you want me to? Yeah.
Sometimes you can spot an opportunity to intervene and give a hand, especially if people are a bit shy of asking. But there are times when your words and deeds are very unwelcome.
In any job where you're dealing with members of the public, you're bound to find yourself on the receiving end of a complaint or two. Sometimes it's hard to know what's best to do. Whatever happens, keep calm, listen, and never get aggressive.
Hey, you ought to get your signpost to this place sorted out. It's taken me 3 hours to get here.
Signs have nothing to do with me.
Yeah, well, you tell my two screaming kids in back of the van that. Any road, how much is it?
£6 adults, £3 children.
12 quid?
Well, I don't fix the prices.
Yeah, but 12 quid. Our Billy can get in Alton Towers 2 weeks running on that.
This is not a theme park.
Yeah, it's a pile of old bricks more
It's
like.
an ancient monument, but of course you need an education to appreciate it.
You what?
You heard.
What did you say?
You heard.
Yeah, well, you give me your name, because I'm going to report you.
Fine.
Hey, you ought to get your signpost sorted out back there. It took me 3 hours to get here.
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm afraid we don't have control over the signs, but we're working on it.
Yeah, well, you tell my screaming kids in the back of the van that.
Oh, I've got children myself, I know what it feels like.
Any road, how much is it?
It's £6 for adults, £3 for children.
That's 12 quid. Oh, Billy can do Alton Towers for 2 weeks running on 12 quid.
Look, I know it seems like a lot, but can I explain what you get for your money?
I think you better.
You get an orientation leaflet, which will show you your way around the site. There's a museum and a keep. There's a special exhibition in a barn, and there's a children's area with a storyteller today.
Yeah, all right then. Yeah, I'll have 1 adult and 2 children, please.
Have you thought about family membership?
Oh, no.
Look, it will allow you to get in here as many times as you like, for free, once you've got membership, and all English heritage sites as well. Right? So it's worth considering.
All right then, yeah, I'll think about that.
1 adult, 2 children?
Yeah, that's right.
No, it's kind of windy up here.
And as you've probably heard, some words just do wind people up. So whatever your mood, however politely expressed, scrub the responses which follow from your custodian's phrasebook.
Well, no one's ever complained before.
Hang on. I'll deal with your problem in a minute.
I don't know. I'm new here.
It's not our policy to allow dogs on site.
No, it's not our policy to give guided tours.
It's not our policy to encourage picnics.
No, I'm not responsible for the visitors' behaviour.
No one's ever complained before.
Hang on, I'll deal with your problem in a minute.
Would you like to make a formal complaint?
Section 7, Promotion and Marketing.
Of course, souvenirs, guidebooks and publicity sheets can all promote English heritage, the organisation, but there is more. Picking up on a visitor's interest in something can really add value to a visit.
But there's more than one way to promote a site and English heritage itself. Look out for opportunities to tell visitors what the shop sells, talk about the benefits of English heritage membership, and to encourage them to come back again. Visitors will appreciate some information about what the local area has to offer.
Promoting English heritage and all the work it does is too important to be left just to advertising campaigns. Local contact and a custodian's personal approach will often do much more than the double-barreled blast of national publicity.
You off to help our corner?
No, we're going to go and have some lunch now.
You going afterwards, or you're not bothering today?
We're not going to bother today.
You members?
No, we're not members.
All the things we've talked about in this video are covered in more detail in your site manual. The advice it contains is both practical and helpful, so don't think of it as just another book of rules.
In the end, your role as custodian is to be the public face of English heritage and to encourage more and more people to understand and enjoy over 5,000 years of England's history.
And if you're enthusiastic about presenting your site, receiving visitors and telling them about the organisation, you'll be ready to enjoy the challenge of being an English heritage custodian.